I remember the first time I noticed him. An old man, wrapped in a worn coat, leaning heavily on his cane in the marble lobby of our company. People passed by as if he were air. The receptionist barely lifted her eyes from her phone. Security shifted impatiently. But I saw his hands, the subtle tremors, the gestures of sign language. So I spoke. "Hello, can I help you?" His cloudy eyes widened. For the first time that morning, someone actually saw him. And in that moment, I didn't know that the man I was assisting was the company's founder, the father of the CEO, my wife's father. I didn't know he was watching me. I was new then, quiet, reserved, the man who smiled too much and said too little. Claire liked it that way. She called me safe. I believed her. I thought we were equals. I thought her hand on mine meant loyalty. I thought her father's approval would come with time. But betrayal doesn't arrive with a blade. It creeps in silently, through whispers behind closed doors, nights when your wife doesn't come home, claiming late meetings, and the way she laughs too easily at Joe's jokes. My supervisor, her old college friend. I ignored the signs for as long as I could. The discovery wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, subtle. Her phone left unattended on the counter. A message from Joe. Last night was risky. He's smarter than he looks. Smarter than I look. I scrolled. Each message a nail. Each photo a coffin. They weren't just betraying me. They were plotting to remove me. Claire had been feeding Joe my weaknesses, my missteps, my doubts. He wanted my position. She wanted me gone. And the one man who could have defended me, her father, had already dismissed me as insignificant. They underestimated me. That was their first mistake. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I observed. At work, I played the fool, stumbling over words in meetings, letting Joe interrupt, apologizing for errors I hadn't made. I let him rise. I let him get greedy. At home, I let Claire think I was broken. I let her pity shift to contempt. I let her feel secure. While they laughed behind my back, I studied. I learned the company's language, finances, supply chains, and legal loopholes. I stayed late, poring over records. I uncovered Joe's falsified numbers, secret counts, bribes. I collected it all quietly, methodically. The old man returned to the lobby often. No one noticed but me. We began speaking in sign. He shared stories of building the company from nothing, of struggles his son had forgotten. I listened. I remembered. One day, when he asked why I looked so tired, I didn't speak. I told him through my eyes and gestures about betrayal. Names weren't needed. Details weren't needed. Just the pain. He watched with sharp, fading eyes, and for the first time I felt truly seen. The plan took months. Evidence moved to a secure drive. Anonymous leaks were prepared. Letters drafted for the board. Every strand of Joe's corruption tied to Claire's betrayal. Her signature, her complicity, her guidance of his ascent. Then I waited for the company's annual gala, when investors, employees, and the press would all be watching. The ballroom glittered. Champagne, laughter, false smiles. Claire stood by Joe, hand brushing his sleeve. Her father sat in a corner, silent, largely ignored. When the CEO, the father, took the stage, he gave his usual speech. Hollow words about legacy, about trust. That's when the screens flickered. Not slides, not charts. My files, emails, transactions, messages, Claire's handwriting, Joe's admissions. The crowd gasped. Cameras flashed. The CEO's voice faltered as he turned to his daughter. Claire stammered. Joe went pale. I stepped forward, not to the stage, but to the old man. I signed clearly, deliberately. The truth always finds a way. He gripped my hand with surprising strength. Then he stood. Silence fell. The forgotten founder raised his cane. Not at me, but at them, his son, his daughter, the frauds who poisoned his company. His voice, though weak, cut through everything, get them out. Security moved. Joe shouted. Claire screamed my name. But it was over. The fallout was merciless. Joe was indicted. Claire disgraced. Her father quietly stepped down, passing the company to a board that suddenly recognized my worth. The quiet man who had uncovered the rot. Claire tried once to reach me. A letter, Apologies written in desperation-soaked ink. I didn't reply. Betrayal isn't healed by words. Revenge isn't born of rage. It is balance. I still visit the old man. We sit in silence, sometimes speaking only with our hands. He no longer calls me son-in-law. He calls me partner. And now, when I walk through the lobby, no one ignores me. But I remember the day they did, the day I was invisible. That invisibility became my weapon. They never saw me coming. I was the quiet one, the safe one, the fool, until they taught me betrayal's language. And I answered in theirs, justice.